Perfect. Cool. Great. तो नमस्ते सागरिका जी, दोबारा मुलाकात हो रही है। मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है आपको दोबारा बुलाने के लिए और आपसे बहुत सारा कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा। उसके लिए आपका समय देने के लिए बहुत दिल से शुक्रिया सागरिका जी।
थैंक यू फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी दीक्षा।
चलिए सागरिका जी, हमने आपके बारे में काफी कुछ जाना था, हमने गुफ्तगू जो किया था, बट इस सीरीज के अंदर स्पेसिफिक बात करना है बैक टू ऑफिस और सुरक्षित ऑफिस वापसी पे, जो हमारा पॉडकास्ट है। इसमें सागरिका जी हम आपसे जानना चाहेंगे कि अभी की स्थिति क्या है। व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट पोस्ट पेंडेमिक, वैक्सीनेशन भी लग गया है, किसी को 2 किसी को 1, बट व्हाट्स हैपनिंग इफ वी टॉक अबाउट द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लेवल। सो ओवर टू यू सागो, व्हाट्स योर पॉइंट?
So I would say the vaccinations are happening, but it is not at the pace, at least from the reports that you read. It's not at the pace at what was decided, for various reasons. Of course, government is trying their level best, but still there are quite a few people who are left, and even with the second vaccination, people are contacting COVID. So I'm sure you must have seen in your own family and others. So there is still a concern. There are also, there's no vaccination for the age group, below 18 yet, and the toddlers. And if you see, the workforce is typically in the age range of 30 to 45, where they have small kids, so there is a concern, of course, So yes, the government has still not given that permission to start the offices in full swing. But yes, if you ask me from the sentiment point of view, the employees are, at the same time, organizations are looking forward that, they come back to work, because people are missing out on the social interaction. And while, everybody has gone to remote, they've tried to work out the best. There are collaboration issues, etc., which are coming out. So yes, everybody is looking forward to come to work, but is it going to happen that like earlier times, like full office coming to work? I see it as at least not happening soon as yet.
All right, सागरिका, आपने हमें बताया कि जल्दी जल्दी तो नहीं होगा, बट हाँ, लोग वापस जाएंगे, because we are social animal. Like we met in Mumbai, we are social animal. We love to meet, we love to collaborate, and that's missing when we talk about work from home. Wonderful, सागरिका जी. तो आगे हम बढ़ते हैं. You being in great HR leader, what you think and what you probably advise organization, what should be the policies and procedures that should be taken care when we talk about post pandemic and coming back to office? तो उसमें हम किस प्रकार की policy और procedures को मद्देनजर रखेंगे as an organization and as being an HR? Over to you, Sagarika.
Yeah. So see, like I said, that full staff coming back to office looks, as of now, looks very difficult. Yeah. So organization, what I see, organizations are looking at a hybrid work culture, where they would have some employees working remotely, some employees working, have to, 30% of the office actually needs to come to office, for various critical reasons, So that will happen where, we'll have some employees coming to office, some employees working remotely, some employees may have to do a combination of both. However, looking at, this is like 1.5 years now, and the employee sentiments are also saying that we need that interaction. We need that, we need to have those face-to-face meetings. So, so hybrid work culture is something which the organizations are looking at. And I think as of now, that looks workable. However, there's no one fit, best fit for all the organizations, because each one will have to decide on their own, depending on the kind of work culture that they want, the kind of business requirement that they have. For example, it's much easier for the new age organizations like consulting, IT sector. They would find it much more easier to work from home. As of now, like the data says that 80% people are working remotely and 10% people are working, both office and this, and 10% are working from office. So having said that, 1.5 year, it has worked. And when I look at, when we see the data, and when I since I work with the executives, really, the productivity has not come down. Even if they are working in a remote or in a hybrid kind of culture. So it really depends on the organizations, like how they want to, what are the business realities today, what are the people asking, and then work towards this. For example, TCS initially, and that was a requirement at that point in time, when before the first lockdown, when the first lockdown was happening, that 70% of the people will be working from home and 30% will be working from the office. So now they have, looking at the employee reaction and the need of the business. They are talking about vision 25-25, that 25% of the people will at any point in time be in the office. So every organization is evolving. However, with that, they are also looking at how they are going to support the employees in terms of various HR policies, how they are going to support in terms of technology, because for smooth functioning, technology has to be really upgraded. Yeah, so they're working at all, creating apps, they're creating the monitoring system, performance monitoring system, employee satisfaction level, pulse surveys, etc., to understand, at a regular basis where they are, in terms of their culture, in terms of their business productivity, etc. So those kind of things the organizations will have to work out. If we are planning to work in a hybrid culture, it's very important that the right tools are given to employees. There's a clear expectations which are set. The KRAs are very well defined. There should be periodic reviews. Now, if it was happening every 6 months or 1 year, probably they need to make it quarterly, so that the right feedback goes and there's a course correction which happens. Employee satisfaction surveys are done, pulse surveys are done to understand regular upgradation of the knowledge and skill and learning of the employees, because we are moving towards a fourth industrial revolution. That this is the time when organizations should invest in their people, and also employees. Equally important that employees should invest in their own learning and development. So those are some of the kind of policies that organizations should set.
Very well said, Sagarika. आपने काफी चंद शब्दों में हमें बता दिया कि what is industry 4.0 looks like. So well said, amazing. All right, going forward, Sagarika, what do you think should be the right way to engage the employees? So employee engagement की जब हम बात करते हैं, a lot of people are working from home right now, and few might be going to office, maybe 20%. बट 80% से ज्यादा लोग घर से काम कर रहे हैं. तो हम किस प्रकार से एज एन एचआर हमारी क्या ड्यूटी होनी चाहिए, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कैसे उसे फॉलो करे, और हम कैसे अपने लोगों को बांधे रखें, उन्हें इंटरेक्ट करें, उन्हें एंगेज करें, तो वो क्या प्रोसेस होने चाहिए आपकी नजर में? Over to you, Sagarika.
So, even before pandemic started, or rather pandemic before started, so there were top 3 concerns or top 3, global trends which were coming out, because the whole lot of change had already started then, So the well-being was one of the top most concern. The second being the belongingness and the learning and development. Yeah. So, and with pandemic, it became even more matter of concern. Yeah. So the organizations really need to, especially now where there's so much of uncertainty which is going on, and like 80% of the people are working from home, and they're openly saying, the reports and the employees themselves are saying there is a concern of mental health. So organizations should work towards it, and they are working. When you see the organizations taking initiatives like giving allowance to employees to create a office setup for themselves in the home, because our house are not planned keeping the office in mind, and especially in metros and all, we have small houses, and also so organizations are supporting their employees to create that office space for themselves, which are ergonomically designed. And people are also, the managers and the leadership team, they're communicating with the employees at an informal level with a lunch break or tea break, which is Zoom parties, so those kind of things are happening, which kind of gets the people to not discuss only office work, but also, have an informal level of chats. So then organizations are giving those extra special leave for people who have patient in their house, so taking care of the 14 days, especially organizations are also aware that people are having that Zoom and electronic fatigue, so maybe 4 days a week in a month. Those kind of policies really make the employees feel that I'm valued beyond my work, yeah, and the organization is looking to kind of give me that kind of support. And if you build these kind of things, the employees would feel that sense of belongingness, right? Organizations are investing in terms of learning and development also, but I think that is one space where they can really do a little more in terms of creating that value for their employees, because what it looks like that with the future of work, a lot of routine work will get displaced, right? So you need to prepare your workforce so that they are prepared for the next level change which is happening, and more jobs are not lost. Yeah. So that's what I would say that organizations should focus on. Right now, it's not the time to cut down on the learning and development budget. So like McKinsey says that if you want to cut down on your budget now, then you don't regret later. So yeah, so need to invest in your people, so that you need to build that muscle as well. So that you are prepared for the next phase.
वेल सागरिका, आपने काफी सही तरीके से हमें आंसर दिया कि किस तरीके से हम लोग एम्प्लॉय को एंगेज कर सकते हैं, प्लस हम उनको उत्साहवर्धक कर सकते हैं, जैसे Zoom parties, get together, have informal conversation, talk to your people, your colleagues, your HR, and talk about a lot. Plus 2 more things that blow my mind, which is छुट्टियां मिलती है आपको, अगर आपको Zoom fatigue होता है तो आप 4 दिन, तो इस तरीके की लीव पॉलिसी अगर हम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में लाए तो people feel valued, they feel okay, we have a connection, like a family connection, like a bond, and they are also thinking about me, though I can work with a lot of productivity. Well said, Sagarika. Everything makes absolute sense, and I think companies should learn from these outcomes that you just talked about. Perfect, Sagarika. Let's go forward. Like, what do you think is the next generation of work, or probably what we say future of work? तो आपके नजरिए में future of work की क्या परिभाषा होगी when we see 6 months down the line or 1 year down the line? Over to you, Sagarika ji.
So yes, future of work, bots have already come in. Bots are our co-workers now. So that is there. There'll be a lot of employees. Like the data says that 1 out of 4 employees are working on their own. So gig work has increased. Yeah, there'll be lean office workforce going forward. There will be at one point in time, people are going to have 5 to 6 jobs in there. They would be doing. In fact, I was interviewing someone for one of my client. This kid, and he's just a graduate and applying to do his MBA, is already doing some work, creative work on his own, like creating website, etc., and looking at getting into a sales role. So that's what people have already started doing, and that's what I see happening. And people will have the creative people who are specialists will have a lot of demand in future. So people, should invest in their own learning now, so that they are employable, first of all, and second is that even if they don't have job, they know what to do next.
I completely resonate with the point when you interviewed someone and they are actually doing the creative work. So keep on learning, keep on investing in your own self, because company आपको एक दिशा दे सकती है, पर उसको दिशा से दशा में convert करना आपकी जिम्मेदारी है. Well said, Sagarika. I completely 100% agree with your viewpoints. All right, Sagarika ji, last question की तरफ बढ़ते हैं, which is not a question, but वो हमारा रिवाज है कि हम अपने लीडर से पूछते हैं कि प्लीज हमें थोड़े से चंद इंस्पिरेशनल मैसेज दीजिए हमारे ऑडियंस के लिए, ताकि वो इस समय को भी काट सके. हमने बुरा समय देखा, हमने अपनों को खोया, हमने काफी कुछ प्रॉब्लम में इस पूरे 1.5 साल रहा है. तो इस पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन से हमें साथ मिलके उभरना जरूरी है. तो Sagarika जी, सभी लोगों के लिए एक लास्ट मैसेज फ्रॉम योर साइड. ओवर टू यू.
So, these years are of monumental change, the lots we have seen in the change in our own personal lives, in the way we have evolved. Like you mentioned that, we have seen so much and we are evolving continuously, rather, I would say. And there are things around us which are changing. So only way to deal with this, adapt with the change, be agile, keep learning, keep learning. Organizations, if they are providing you training and development, fine, but if not, invest in yourself, so that that you will, in a new era, you will be able to find your own path, is what I would say.
चलिए, वंडरफुल Sagarika जी, आपने काफी अच्छी तरीके से हमें बताया है. 1 लाइन में अजाइल बनिए. सॉफ्टवेयर तो अजाइल होता है, हमें खुद भी अजाइल बनना है ताकि हम लोग इस फेज के बाद अडेप्ट कर सके नई चीजों को. सो वंडरफुल सेड Sagarika जी, आपका बेहद दिल से शुक्रिया और हमें इतनी सारी लर्निंग्स देने के लिए ढेर सारा शुक्रिया और आभार. थैंक यू सो मच Sagarika जी.
थैंक यू दीक्षा. बाय.
चलिए, बाय बाय.